Okay, so today is a really special day for me and for other people that are using Visual Studio. I kind of noticed earlier on today, and by the way, it's the 10th of August today, that I had an awful lot of updates happening with Windows, mainly around .NET. So I thought, ooh, I wonder what's going on with Visual Studio. So let's have a look. So I'm just going to fire up Visual Studio now, and I've got the preview option still available, so let's just have a look at that for a moment. Actually, I've just had a notification that my GeForce NVIDIA drivers are about to update as well, so plenty of updates happening today. Right, let's see what's going on with my Visual Studio preview. Okay, now I don't know if you know this, but you can just click on continue without coding. And the way that I would normally check to see if I've got any updates happening is I go to File and check for updates. Now I've been using Preview since, quite a few months now, mainly because I intend to deliver Maui to my students, and that's what I was waiting for. Look at that. Version 17.4 Preview is now out. Fantastic. But that's not what I'm excited about. Okay, so we've gone from 17.3 up to 17.4. That's pretty good going. I'm really happy with that. But after making all that effort to turn that on, let me check my Visual Studio. My other Visual Studio, should I say. I'm going to fire up Visual Studio a moment, so I'm just going to wait for that to kick in. The flash screen is on my other screen at the moment. I'm just going to wait for that to kick in. So hopefully that will appear on my screen. Sorry about this. Come on, hurry up. Okay, I've got a notification saying we are preparing for first use. Well, this is probably because I recently updated my computer. So I wiped everything off of it and reinstalled everything back in. Okay, so I've now got Visual Studio 2022. So this isn't the preview version, this is the full version. I'm just going to hit continue. Of course, it's going to show up on my other screen, but I'll whack it over here. There you go. I don't know if you saw it. I'm just going to go over to help, and I'm going to go into check for updates, just like I did with the preview version. And sure enough, I'm hoping it will suddenly show me. There you go, 17.3 is now available. 17.3 is the version that I've been waiting for, because 17.3 is the one that includes Maui. So I can now work with Maui in the full version of Visual Studio rather than the preview version. So I'm just going to update that now. Now it's probably going to take a little while. So what I'll do is I will speed this bit up. Okay. And I will continue talking once it's ready to install. Looks like it's fully installed, so I'm going to have a quick nosy before I end this cast. So I'm just going to go into Tools. This is something I normally do when I do an update. So I go into Tools and I do Get Tools and Features, because this will allow me to set up some of the features of a new update, especially if you've had new introduction to things. And as I said, we've now got Maui installed, so really important that I see those. So I'm just waiting for the window to pop up. Hopefully it'll pop up soon. Oh, there you go. That's saying it cannot start another instance. Oh yeah, well, that's fair enough. Don't expect it to. Let's just go back to this. Tools, get tools and features. Here we go. I'm just going to drag the window over to here. All right. Now it looks like I've actually got Maui installed. This is Maui here. In case you're wondering, multi-platform app UI is what Maui stands for. So it's already installed on my system. So I should be able to find it when I go into my settings. So let me just, I mean, not into my settings, when I go into my templates. So that looks all good. Okay, these are the sort of things I normally have activated. I'm just going to close that because it's all set up. Oh, I've got another up. Oh, that's talking about the preview version. So as I said to you before, the 17.3 is now 17.4, so you can update to that. There are some details available, and I actually clicked on the release notes for the 2022 17.3 release. So I'm going to have a quick look at that in a second. So if I go to File and New and start up a new project, I should be able to find Maui, and there it is. Okay, fantastic. So Maui is now available in the commercial version of Visual Studio. So that's available in Community, Professional, and Enterprise. So you no longer need to rely on the preview version to do Maui projects. I did notice though, I don't know if you saw it, it was probably a blinding flash for you, but quite a lot of Xamarin stuff was being transferred across, so that's going to be interesting. So I'm going to be having a look at this over the course of the next few weeks, seeing what's been done in the update and looking at the 17.3 release. Let me just close that a moment. So if you click on the release button, here it is. We've got a link at the top. I'll pop a link down below so that you've got access to this page. So what's new? Blah, blah, blah. So developer community suggestions, you ask, we listen. So there's some stuff that they've actually added in as a result of what the users have asked for. Summary of what's new. So let's have a look. So Apple developer accounts, good. Audio cues in the editor. Git tooling, if you like your Git stuff, good. C++ has been updated. Debugging and diagnostics. Again, I do like to use that a lot these days. With the GitHub as well, good. Microsoft Teams developer tools. Don't really use that so much, so maybe I'll start having a good look at those. .NET productivity is something I've been involved in quite recently. Keep going down. Okay. So there's a lot to read here. Personalization, Razor, test tools. I suppose test tools will depend on what version you're running though. TypeScript, JavaScript, security, and from the developer community. So there's quite a lot there to read. So I'm going to have a good nosy at all of that and maybe put something together. But I'm hoping that my students will benefit from the new updates in Visual Studio. So just to remind you, Visual Studio today, and like I say, for me it's the 10th of August, has updated from, we're talking about from, well, we're now looking at 17.3. Okay, so 17.3 for the commercial version, and we've gone from 17.3 to 17.4 in the preview version. So get those downloaded and start doing your Xamarin. And not your Xamarin, move over from Xamarin and do some Maui stuff. Okay, it's XAML based, it looks really good. I'm going to look forward to having a play around with it. And as I've said in my video that I released earlier this week, I will be doing more work on C# on .NET, and I guess I'd probably let the cat out of the bag, but I'm also going to be doing some Maui stuff as well. Okay, so have a good day, and I'll catch you again. Cheerio.